this video, I would like to discuss with you a number of things that I use commonly. Some things will be obvious, and I will not spend much time on those. And some things I have mentioned before. And again, I will not spend much time on those either, but I will demonstrate those. I am hesitant to mention how many things I will mention, because I may think of things as I go along. The first thing I will mention, I have iced coffee here, and it's not really ice. I don't use ice. It's cold coffee. But I have this cup goes to my NutriBullet, and I have a handle here that someone gave me. I can just easily slip over this to enable me to hold it easier and drink out of it. Speaking of that, I am thinking about doing some cooking videos of showing you how I and Wheelchair do some cooking and preparing of food. If that is something of interest to you, let me know in the description and the comment section below, and I will try to add those. And this is not a sponsored video in any way. The products I am going to mention, I will not make anything on those, but I will try to leave links to where you can buy these items if you want them. Or if I neglect to mention something in the comment section, please ask me a question below and I will round that up for you. This is not a cooking video, but I use this tray that I have here all the time. Either if I want to prepare food on that, or I have my table and I put sit down at my level. If I want to be even lower, then I'll use this tray. Excuse me, it's a little beat up. I bought this probably 25 years ago or more. I'm in Ohio when I was there. I also have a shelf liner here that I use to put over top of the tray, as you can see here. That way when I carry stuff around on that, it keeps it from sliding. Something even better than this, but it probably cost more, is a rubber product called Dyson. And that's a little thicker and more rubbery. But you can buy this at Walmart and just cut it to size. If you're limited on your budget, that might be the way you will go. And you can move around and not worry about it sliding with you. I wouldn't jerk around with it, but it's not going to slide real easily either. I have an oven mitt here that's got a rubbery texture on it. And using that, it allows you to grip better. I have poor coordination on this hand. I only have one of these. I'm thinking about getting a second one. I bought this at Walmart. This glove, rather. I think they're available in different colors. Also, I have this mixing bowl here. And I had this a number of years also. It has a rubbery bottom on it, and that enables it. It doesn't slide around as easily. It has a handle on it, so it's easier for me to hold it without getting away from me. It has a shell on it, so if I want to pour something with it, I can do that. I use this all the time. I brought this with me from Ohio when I lived there, and I kept this for several years. I see them now a little bit smaller than this in Walmart still. They're just a little bit smaller than this particular one. but the same idea. Also, I wanted these for several years. They're It's like a spatula, but it's a double spatula. If I'm cooking a hamburger, it allows me to grab it and you flip it over easily. Um, some people use the hand to touch something with, but with me, I have a reduced sensation on the right side. All I'll feel is pain if I try to touch it. I won't feel heat or cold. So using this spatula allows me to do that without having to touch it. I have fine sensation in the left side, but my coordination in the left side is terrible. The items I am mentioning here are in no particular order, so bear with me. The next item I have here, I have two of these. I can't remember exactly what they're called. I'll try to leave you a link to these. The reach grabbers, they're not the same length, both of these. They can grab onto something and hold close to me. Sometimes it's hard for me to reach things. And I grab on something, but the advantage of this one, it's a little thicker. It's probably heavier duty than this one here. But the advantage of this one, it folds up. If you want to fold it for whatever reason, if you want to carry it with you, you can fold it. Now I can get it back together. Maybe I jumped the gun on this. There we go. It has to go in there a certain way. This one here is a little lighter weight, but I believe it's got a tighter rim on it. And my insurance actually sent me this one. And the reason I have two, if I want one, it's either grab one, or I have to go around looking for another one. This next item, I've had it for a while too, so excuse the mess on it. It's basically, it's got a brush on one side and a sponge on the other side. I can use it to rub, I like to rub lotion on my back, or I'm gonna wash my back. Since I live on my own, it's hard for me to use my back. So that makes it a lot easier. I got this I believe at Walmart. I can't remember for sure. I will try to look for those and leave a link to those. The next item I have here is a small Bluetooth speaker. I got this on Amazon. I only paid something like $20 for this. They changed the price a little bit since I bought this. But this sounds better than most of the ones that I got. And what I like about this is it has a rope on it. So I can easily hang it on the back of my chair like this. I don't want to carry around with me outside to listen to it on, or even around where I live. So I have it with me all the time when I hold on to it. And I already had the rope attached to it. I didn't have to do that myself, it was already there. Before I mentioned my mug on this side, and I like to carry water or coffee or whatever in there. And on the back of my chair here, I just have a zip tie with a ball seal in here. And having the handle on this mug like this, I just slip it there like that. And I can easily carry it around with me. Something I should have mentioned before, I have an apron here. Excuse me, it's a little dirty, but I need to wash it. And otherwise I would have had that on my clothes. I just put that over me. I'm not the neatest person in the world. So that avoids me. I'll rather get something on this I can usually take off and wash instead of getting food items on my clothes. Um, they have these different colors as well. The next thing I will mention, I have some remote controls here. This one goes to my air conditioner. That's good because it keeps me have to reach out to have to push the controls on the air conditioner itself. So I just have the remote here in the advance. This particular remote control, it has a magnet back to it. So I can just stick it to my refrigerator or whatever you have that's magnetic. This one here, by my bed, I have a wall sconce. And this is, you can go different colors. I am colorblind. So the different colors do not necessarily benefit me. That's just what I have. But it's easier using this remote than trying to reach the switch on the light itself. This particular remote, I have had it for several years. This one is really simple. Okay, I had to stop the video to grab something I forgot. What I started to say, this remote control is really simple. It only has an on-off switch, and it for up to 5 items. And at the very bottom, it has the master on, master off switch. So I went from everything on or off. I actually burned up one because I was trying to use a little heater. And I realized it does not work with heating sources. But if you want to use it with a fan or lights or something like that, then it's fine. The advantage of this one also, it works on radio signal, not infrared. So I can be laying in my bed and I can turn the lights off here, on or off here in the living room. As long as I'm within like 100 foot or so. It does not have to be a direct line of sight. And the way this works, these are some I'm not using right now. They have these sensors you can plug in to the wall and then plug your light or fan or whatever into this. And then control it that way. Another disadvantage to this, it does use a little bit of power called phantom power. Just like having this plugged in. But it's definitely a lot more convenient. I can go to bed and then worry about shutting the light off after I'm in bed or turn the light on if I want to. The next item I have here is a meter. I don't have any feeling on the left side of my face when the dog went up. So if I have something on my face, I will not feel it. So I try to use this to look at my face before I leave. And this particular mirror, it also has 2 magnifying mirrors on the back of it. I can't remember the power of those, to be honest with you. I can't remember where I got this. I think I got a Walmart, but I can't remember for sure. But it's nice to have this. Or maybe I want to look at my hair to make sure my hair looks okay. Not that I have much of that, but I can still do that. The next few items, it will be filming, moving around because I can't get those to the table. One thing, I have a scooter here that I use only on long hauls, like to get groceries on, or if I want to go to a restaurant or something like that. I only use this maybe 1 or 2 days a week. It is battery operated, and it only goes about 4.5 miles an hour, but that's still faster than I can move in my manual wheelchair. There are controls on top of this. I would rather use this than using a motorized vehicle. It's more like riding a bicycle. And I used to ride a bicycle quite a bit. If I want to go forward, look, I'm sorry, I'm not on it. If I want to go forward, I push this side. If I want to go backward, I push this side. Or I can use a hand and push it the other way if I want to. And this came with this basket standard on the front of it. There's a basket on the back of it as well. You can't really see it from this angle. Um, that I got on my old scooter. The next item, I know I have mentioned this before. I have a rope on my door, but this makes it simple so I don't have to go all the way out. I just grab this rope and I can pull my door shut like so and shut it. Um, I think my door has a magnet on it, if I'm not mistaken. So the screen door sticks to the outside door. When I lived in the dorm in college, before I was in the chair, people had these on the outside of the dorm room. The door opened in. So that is where I got the idea from. When I take a shower, I use this handheld shower. It's got a long hose on it. I'm not sure how long it is, 5 or 6 foot or so. And I sit in my shower chair and use this to shower off with. That way I don't have to be directly under a shower hand that's attached to the wall. You can buy these at Walmart and different places. And they're fairly easy to put on yourself if you have to. My dog wanted to go with me, so I was about to go outside. So I laid him on my lap. I wanted to demonstrate one more item outside. I am now outside, and I would like to demonstrate to you using my umbrella. I used to use a poncho. The benefit to a poncho, it would cover my whole body, and I could stay somewhat dry in the rain. Disadvantage, it would take longer to put it on than putting up the umbrella. And if it was a long poncho, it would get tangled up around my wheels. I used to have a short umbrella, thought that would be easier to handle. And it was easier to carry. But, yeah, it was smaller, didn't cover as big area as the long umbrella does. And it had a shorter handle on it, so I always had to hold it with my hand. Now I will get my umbrella out. Hopefully I am in frame and you can see me. Um, here, here's my umbrella here. Again, I can stand it up next to me like this, and either you hold this next to me without having to hold on to it. I am holding on to it right now. If it's real windy, I had to hold on to it still. But then it's bigger area, it covers me better. My dog also likes to stay under that if it's raining out a lot too. Um, it's a lot easier to get this out than a poncho. I can just simply push the button and it pops up. So it gives me some protection. Not as good a protection as a poncho, but it's definitely a lot faster. Sometimes the poncho, I would just choose to keep going despite getting wet. So by the time I start to put it on, I just get real wet anyway. And then to put this down, I just pull it down. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. When you subscribe, if you click on the bell icon, you'll also get notices when I post new videos. If you know someone who can benefit from the things I mentioned, please consider sharing this with them as well, even if you yourself don't need this information. I understand. If you have questions for me, please leave those in the description section below as well, and I will try to get back to you right away as soon as I can.